that God's perspective on time is far different than mankind's. The Lord does not count time as we do. He's above and outside the sphere of time. God sees all of eternity's past and eternity's future. The time that passes on earth is of no consequence from God's timeless perspective. A second is no different than an eon. A billion years passes like a minute to our God. And Moses used that profound analogy. For 1,000 years in your sight are like a day that has just gone by, or like a watch in the night. The eternity of God is contrasted with the temporality of man. Our lives are short and frail, but God does not weaken with the passage of time. Because of our finite minds, we can only grasp the concept of God's timeless existence in a small part. And in so doing, we describe him as a God without a beginning or an end. He's eternal, infinite, from everlasting to everlasting. He always was, and he always will be. God is transcendent through time and space. In you and through you and to you are all things. So what is time? To put it simply, time is duration. Our clocks are benchmarks of change that indicate the passage of time. Time exists when matter exists, but God is not matter. God created matter. Time began when God created the universe. Before that, God was simply existing. Since there was no matter, and because God does not change, time had no existence, and therefore no meaning. Eternity, no end, no beginning. God created time, which makes him greater than and existent outside of it. By faith, we understand that the universe was formed at God's command, so that what is seen was not made out of what was visible. The physical universe that we see, hear, feel, and experience was created from a source independent of the physical dimensions we can perceive. God is spirit, and he transcends time. He has made everything beautiful in its time. He has put eternity into man's heart. Be still and know that I am God. The Lord is not slow to fulfill his promise, but he's patient towards you. He's not wishing that any should perish, but that all should reach repentance. Teach us to number our days so that we may get a heart of wisdom. It's not for you to know the times or the seasons that the Father has fixed by his own authority. But when the fullness of time had come, God sent his Son, born of a woman, born under the law, to redeem those who were under the law, so that we might receive adoption as sons. We tend to put periods where God puts commas. As the Alpha and the Omega, he sees the beginning from the end. We would have put a period at the end of Jesus' crucifixion and his burial, but the Father saw it from a different vantage point.